I think I actually cut the fight that I lost originally, and I think I cut all that out, and maybe not actually. No, I don't think I did. Now that I'm looking at it, probably didn't. Triggered a trap that was not the best play. I can confirm that. What I've noticed with most fights when it comes to like characters with like other opponents, like right here, how we have one main boss and then several other characters, is to try and kill all the mages if there are many, and instead of focusing down on the boss, you sort of just kill everyone else around you because they're weaker, but B, they are. Oh, the enemies around you are much weaker than the actual boss itself, and Pooput is like on the verge of death, and I'm not doing anything to save him. Kind of running low on health potions. I guess I wanted to have a 1 versus 1 mage fight. Not really sure if Leliana should be fighting that guy in general. I think now I sort of make Pooput go around the corner and attack the mage. Or first get the trap and then the mage. But yeah, mages in this game are very annoying because they can control a fight very, very well, and just decimate you in general if you aren't, if you don't pay attention to them. But they do go down very quickly, so they're not exactly the biggest trouble to have. They do get annoying after a while, like if they petrify you, if they freeze you, if they do chain lightnings, that sort of thing. You want to watch out for. But like I just 3-shot at that guy, so they aren't exactly terribly hard to fight. It's just if you let them become a problem, they can become a very, very big annoying problem. I think the Marjolaine is I think she has War Cry consistently on. I'm not sure if she glitched something or if she got petrified or what, but she sits in this position for quite some time. And we get sort of stunned like every few seconds. So I assume it's her with some ability, which then disappears, and we get like a little cool assassination there. So I assume that was her. And yeah.
It's over. She's dead. She's dead because of me. I need some time to myself. We will talk later.
So I guess I did cut out, because I'm pretty sure I died there the first time. So I must have cut out the entire first death. So. Not exactly too much. It's not like you missed anything important. I died. Whoop-de-doo. And I think I cut away from here as well to the next mission. Or to the next thing. Which I think is... leveling a win. Oh, in this save file I have not been to Orzammar yet, so I have not healed the chick. With the potion, so I will probably be doing that. I think I do that at the end of the recording session. I go to Orzammar and back to the Chanter to hand in another mission that we will do. We finished later, but I don't show the interaction with the person at the end because all it is a phrase that it was for Denram's Chantry. So it's just like a chantry, part of the chant they repeat that we've heard like 3 or 4 times beforehand. So it's nothing terribly new. I may put it in later or not. I may put it in. But I do go back to Orzammar. I do hand the mission back in to help the girl. So that was my really weird edit there. So I think I talked to Sten.
I have been mistaken.
What do you mean?
You are a soldier worthy to stand among the Beresad. I did not think so when we
Yes,
first
that
met.
is true. So what changed your mind?
You did, of course. The day will come when the Arishok sends us here. On that day, I will not look to find you on the battlefield.
What are you talking about? Are you saying the Qunari will
In
invade?
time. There is no point in dwelling on it. We should move on.
I'm so glad that you mentioned, just briefly, that the Arishok may or may not be trying to invade
What
this
was
area.
mine? It was theirs to begin with.
I think I keep talking with them. So you don't belong to them?
They knew me before I was born. I was birthed on the day they chose, placed in the world by their hands. When I die, it will be the Tamasrans who note my passing. I am their work. What I do is for my people, always.
You never do anything for yourself?
That would be a waste. A life is so much greater than a single man. There is little point in pursuing this. We should move on.
Okay.
As you
I just
wish.
love how he like glosses over the fact, hey, you know, maybe the Earthshock may or may not be, you know, coming to kill everyone, but when that happens, I promise I won't be the one
Is
doing
there
that.
something you wanted to talk about?
The one that kills you. So you look distracted.
It's nothing. I'm fine. I'm just thinking.
What about? Oh, do share.
I
Do
can't
share.
get what happened out of my head. I'd been in Lothering for years, and she still thought I was plotting against her. She didn't trust me. Maybe she never did. She loved me when she could use me and control me. And now that she can't, she wants me dead. It hurts to realize that I never really knew her.
Sometimes people surprise you. I think I go with that.
I knew she was ruthless, but I didn't know how far she could go.
Apparently
She is
very fucking far.
self-serving, cruel. She uses people, then discards them. But that's how she survives in the life she leads. What if she's right? What if we're the same? I should just have stayed in the Chantry.
Yeah, but if you did, we would never have met. I'm pretty sure that's what I go with.
You don't understand.
Trying to add a little romance
I
in
forgot
this
my
book.
life as a bard while I was in the cloister. I felt safe. I didn't have to watch my back all the
Punch him in
time.
the mic.
That's what made Marjolaine the person she is, don't you see? It ruined her. It will ruin me too. It's already happened. When we killed her, I enjoyed it. Seeing her dead gave me
Yeah, but she gave you like, yeah, she did you a great injustice. That's the one I go with, right? Please. Please? Yes.
But that is no reason to rejoice over her death. That is what she would do. I don't want that. What we're doing, what we've done, hunted men down, killed them. Part of me loves it. It invigorates me, and this scares me. I feel myself slipping.
Look, I think I say Marjolaine. No, you're a good
How can
person.
you be
You're
so
always,
sure?
you always will, because evil doesn't worry about not being good. I'm pretty sure it doesn't worry about not being good.
That is true. I can always trust you to show me things from a different perspective. I would like to be alone for now. I have many things.
Pretty
to
sure this is
consider.
the awkward
Thank
episode.
You for listening to me.
Because I don't leave her alone. I start talking to her some more. But we are at 100% with her, 76 with Sten, which is completely new, 70 with Wynn, 56 with Alistair. Ogren is probably the lowest in 33. Morrigan's got 74. I'm pretty sure we pissed off Morrigan here.
I see you're still with
Right,
Morrigan.
yeah.
I thought you said she didn't mean anything to you. What are you playing at? You tell me you like me, that I mean something to you, and you have her on the side?
Jesus.
It's not fair to either Morrigan or me. Do you say the same things to her that you say to me?
So if you're trying to romance one person, you can, you know, get them to get,
Just show me some
like,
respect.
they may think that you're cheating with
Show
another
us
if you
some respect,
showed,
please.
if you show interest in another person. So this can happen.
Wonderful people have their limits too. I care for you, more deeply than I can say, but I can't watch you going to her all the time.
I mean, I barely ever talk to Morrigan, but I think I go with Leliana. Then it's over with Morrigan. I can't lose you.
I am sorry I had to force this on you. I couldn't stand by any longer wondering if I meant anything to you.
I'm sorry I had to come to this. I mean, I didn't really think I was hitting on Leliana,
There
or not
wasn't too
Leliana. I
much
didn't
harm
think I was
done.
hitting on
I
Morrigan
think
at
I will
all.
survive.
So
We
the fact that
should
Leliana's
talk later.
like freaking out.
It has been some time since I left Lothering. When I stepped out of the cloister, I had no idea where my path would lead. I walked where the Maker led me, and he has
Yes,
rewarded
I
me for
see,
my
I
faith.
see.
I found
And how does that
you.
make you feel? So what you're saying is I'm a gift from the Maker.
Something like that. The Maker wants his
I'm not
children
saying that
to
I'm
be
the son of
happy.
God here.
Would he have created in us
But
the
if you're going to
capacity
imply
for
that, I'm not
love
gonna stop
if he
you.
did not intend for us to find it?
Then I should thank the Maker for bringing us together. Pretty sure I'm trying to
You don't
woo
know how it
here,
makes me feel
woo
to
her
hear you say
here.
that.
There you go.
But now it's getting late. I think I might turn in early. I can't help thinking about how soft and warm my bedroll is.
I love how you can say I'm going to stay up and write in my journal.
You're welcome to join me, of course. The Maker says we must share our blessings.
Are you sure this is what you want? I think I go with that.
Oh, don't second guess me. It's not becoming. Come here. And no arguing this time.
And then there was this really awkward scene. This happened like in the middle of the day. There was like my brothers and sisters and my family's down here in the basement with me. They're walking around and I'm like, oh god, this is a sex scene. What? Lol, what? What the fuck? They do have all the nudity blocked with clothes, so it's this weird like clothed sex scene. And it looks kind of awkward. But this is something Mass Effect does quite a bit with relationships in their BioWare games. If you go into a relationship, that is how you get into a relationship. I think I said you look smug. What's going on? Please? Yes? Maybe? No? Yes.
I was watching you sleep. Did you know your eyelids flutter when you dream?
Rapid eye movement.
Such pretty eyelashes.
Yeah, rapid eye movement. That's not the only thing pretty.
So I hear. I'm so happy, blissful. I haven't slept so well since I was forced to flee from Orlais. Knowing you will be the first thing I see when I wake gives me no small amount of comfort. I feel safe in your arms. Safe, loved and accepted.
Aww.
This is where I belong. Thank you.
I should be the one thanking you. I mean, I didn't really expect to have a sex scene just pop up,
I
but...
suppose I should get up. We have a long day ahead of us.
What's the hurry? I mean, we don't have to go now, do we?
Come on. Darkspawn await with bated breath for you to put them out of their misery.
I was like, ah, crap. That's right, blasted Darkspawn.
I think it will be a beautiful day.
So, BioWare has this thing where it's like, if you can set up relationships with other characters, but the turning point where, you know, you get into a quote-unquote relationship with a character is after the sex scene. And there's this part before where you can either choose between two people. That's generally how it works, I think. If you have like similar ratings with characters, like I did with Morrigan and Leliana, which seemed really weird because I don't remember talking to Morrigan as much. I think I've given her like a few gifts, but now I want to go talk to her after the sex that I had with Leliana, which
I can read your
this happened,
from your
and I'm pretty sure I pissed her off quite a bit. No need to say what.
Do you take me for a fool? Let us not drag this out further. I already know of Leliana's ultimatum. You should have bedded me while you had the chance. Nevertheless, all that is done now, yes? So be it. To tell it truly, she is far more suited to you. Go then.
Dead salt.
Go and revel in your domesticated bliss.
Yeah.
Even if it did, would either of us notice? We have better things to do than dwell on the past. Let us not speak of this again.
So I'm pretty sure it was like a negative 15. Yeah, it was not the best. So I don't know if you start giving and being nice to one person, whether the person you're trying to romance, they would start getting really pissed. Yeah, because Wade had a pretty high like respect with me. She had 70 and she was warm. But I think Morrigan had like a caring or something along those lines. So she was getting kind of close, and Leliana was really pissed with me for that. I didn't even realize it. That's sort of what happens in a lot of the BioWare games when I play. I just sort of like start being nice to someone and then randomly fall in love with them, and it's like, oh, this went really well. So I skipped way ahead of the game. I went to the Dalish. I got a shit ton of health potions. I went back to the area where I think 131 ended. 131 or 132 I think ended. I think it's 132. Because that was when my game crashed, and I go back to the exact same location where, like the exact same area of where the game first crashed. That was the first crash. The second crash happens during the lands meet, and which you didn't see because I didn't get to the lands meet. I didn't upload a lot of the lands meet yet, or any of the lands meet, I think. But we are in the Arl of Denerum's state. It's kind of a weird transition, having this weird sex scene with Leliana to then going and storming the Arl of Denerum's estate. Not exactly a fluid transition, but we do go, and we are now in here. We are trying to, I think, rescue Honora, and we run into another, I think it was the son of one of the Arls, or one of the bands that we saw, or at least he's going to be added to the Landsmeet. And I think there's a few more things like that in this area. So the Landsmeet's really, really interesting. So in order to quote-unquote win the Landsmeet, you need 5 points. And they don't have like a little counter at the bottom to tell you, oh, you've got 1 point. But like if you think about the programming, the entire like win or lose situation is like point system essentially, and you get 1 point for every ban or group that follows you and says I'm with the Wardens. You lose a point for anyone who says I'm with Logain, and there are some weird interactions. Like there are some that give you more points, some give you less points. And I fucked up the first attempt, which I'm kind of happy that the game crashed, but at the same time I'm kind of pissed that it crashed. But we'll get into that more when the Landsmeet. So I cut him off by accident. This is Rexel. He was at Ostagar, I believe.
Can you smell the blood? They said it was only.
Because he looks like he's going crazy, like the guy from the.
But we hate them too. They died.
From the Deep
And
Roads.
we left them
Rock.
in the swamp.
That's his name.
The witch. The witch.
The poor soul was obviously torn by guilt from Ostagar.
Yeah, well,
Whatever they did sent him over the edge.
they probably tortured him. Are you Rexel, aren't you? You're Rexel.
No family. No family. All friends. All daughters. All wives are dead.
I think you need to go home, my friend. Leave this accursed place.
Leave. Yes, leave. Find someplace safe.